The trading tab is the place where the actual work takes place. The structure is based on conditionals. If the conditions of a rule above are true, the orders given in the then section will be activated. All of the conditions must be true if they are separated by AND, either of them if separated by OR, but such separation doesn't exist in the then section. If it gets a green flag, all orders there will be activated as long as the flag is up. If you use OR, use parentheses to separate it, but avoid making it too complicated, for it most likely won't work. Rather make a new rule entirely. You can add any number of rules by clicking on the Add New button to have a clean sheet, or if you need some of its content, use the Clone This rule on the right or copy the rules by selecting them. Always think it through first, which is the quickest way, and I also advise you to try out the new rule immediately, so you will have an easier task identifying the problem than if you would have to find it all in the end. You can delete the rule up here, while the separate conditions inside on the right panel here. The order of the conditions doesn't matter, for they influence the then part as a whole, but the rules themselves are executed one after another, so you may want to change their order. I like to order them by categories, giving them clear names about what they do. If you return to work on it after a long time, it's easier to see it through reading the pseudo text form, which is basically like a note. If you have many rules, you can use the list to navigate among them, and it's good to have a visual separation between the categories, at least as long as you are working on it. Make sure you add Do Nothing in the Then section and something up as well, for if your strategy contains empty rules, it won't be translated in the meta editor. Down in the Then section, you can add or delete rules here, and as above, copy them individually or as groups. The order of the rules here matter more, for they are executed one after another. If one action needs another to be able to perform, for example, an order can only be opened if a variable has been changed, make sure you get it earlier in the line. Continue with the next lecture, where we learn about the Then section in depth.